To make the sound correctly, pay attention to how and where the friction from the airflow is created. Okay, slightly open your mouth. For now, leave your lips and your tongue in a neutral position. Next, breathe out while you partially bring your vocal cords together. It'll create some noise, like this. Note that the is a voiceless sound. Even though it's created between your vocal cords, you shouldn't add your voice. So don't vibrate your vocal cords. Just let the air out as if you're exhaling it. Also, note that even though the belongs to the fricative consonants, it's not made with much friction. Let's say it's a 3 on a scale from 1 to 10. However, as with all the other fricatives, the is a continuous sound, so you should be able to stretch it out. This may sound a little creepy, but let's give it a try. Ready? Now, let's try saying it.
Trong video hôm nay chúng ta sẽ tìm hiểu cách phát âm trong tiếng Anh. Để phát âm này, chúng ta chỉ cần đơn giản nâng nhẹ mặt lưỡi lên cao, gần sát với vòm miệng, chỉ để lại một khe hẹp. Đồng thời chúng ta sẽ nhẹ nhàng đẩy hơi ra ngoài qua khe giữa mặt lưỡi và vòm miệng. Để phát âm này, chúng ta không cần rung dây thanh quản. Xin mời các bạn nhắc lại theo mẫu. Như vậy âm này chỉ giống như tiếng chúng ta thở ra mà thôi. Khi chúng ta ghép âm này vào trong các từ thì những nguyên âm đứng cách âm này sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
hop,
hot,
hot,
how,
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 behind,
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 who,
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 whose,
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 whole,
whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ hour,
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 honest,
on,
honest,
on,
vehicle,
vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Help. Cách âm này sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
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 how,
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 behind,
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 who,
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 whose,
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 whole,
whose,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ hour,
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 honest,
awning,
honest,
awning,
vehicle,
vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
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 how,
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 behind,
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 who,
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 whose,
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 whole,
whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ hour,
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 honest,
honey,
honest,
awning,
vehicle,
vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
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 how,
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 behind,
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 who,
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 whose,
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 whole,
whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ hour,
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 honest,
awning,
honest,
awning,
vehicle,
vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
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 how,
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 behind,
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 who,
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 whose,
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 whole,
whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h. Sẽ làm cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
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 here,
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 help,
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 hot,
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 how,
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 behind,
behind,
behind.
behind.
Who,
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 whose,
whose,
whose.
whose,
Whole,
whose,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ, hour,
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 hour.
honest,
Only,
honest,
only.
vehicle,
Vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
Hat,
hat.
hat.
Here,
Here,
here.
here.
Help,
Help,
help.
help.
Hot,
Hot,
hot.
hot.
How,
How,
how.
how.
Behind,
Behind,
behind.
behind.
Who,
Who,
who.
who,
Whose,
whose,
whose.
whose.
Whole,
Whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ, hour,
Hour,
hour.
hour.
Honest,
Only,
honest.
only.
Vehicle,
Vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
Hat,
hat.
hat.
Here,
Here,
here.
here.
Help,
Help,
help.
help.
Hot,
Hot,
hot.
hot.
How,
How,
how.
how.
Behind,
Behind,
behind.
behind.
Who,
Who,
who.
who,
Whose,
whose,
whose.
whose.
Whole,
Whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ, hour,
Hour,
hour.
hour.
Honest,
Only,
honest.
only.
Vehicle,
Vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Cho từ của chúng ta có âm thanh. Hat,
Hat,
hat.
hat.
Here,
Here,
here.
here.
Help,
Help,
help.
help.
Hot,
Hot,
hot.
hot.
How,
How,
how.
how.
Behind,
Behind,
behind.
behind.
Who,
Who,
who.
who,
Whose,
whose,
whose.
whose.
Whole,
Whole,
whole.
whole.
Trong tiếng Anh cũng có một số từ mà cách viết chúng ta thấy xuất hiện chữ cái h, nhưng khi phát âm thì chúng ta lại không cần phải phát âm âm này, người ta còn gọi là âm h câm. Ví dụ, hour,
Hour,
hour.
hour.
Honest,
Only,
honest.
only.
Vehicle,
Vehicle,
vehicle.
vehicle.
Okay. First, slightly open your mouth. Next, Pay attention to the position of your tongue. This is key to making a correct ol sound. Touch the alveolar ridge behind your upper front teeth with the tip of your tongue. If you don't know what the alveolar ridge is, that's where the pointer is right now.
L.
Now,
L.
lower the back of your tongue.
L.
If you make this sound correctly,
L.
you should be able to stretch out this sound like this. Ol. Let's try saying it. Ol. 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 Sound almost the same. The dark L is only a variation of the ol sound and not a distinct consonant. And to be honest, that's all that most people need to know about the dark L. But if you don't have more important things to do, keep watching. And you know what? We actually won't be using the dark L symbol. It's never used in dictionaries, and we like to keep things simple.
Tool. Tool.
Before we get into the dark L discussion, let's recall how to make the regular L sound. Here you go.
Tool.
The ol is pronounced with the tip of your tongue touching the alveolar ridge behind your upper front teeth. The back of your tongue is lowered. The ol is made with air passing through the mouth around the sides of the tongue, like a liquid. Ol. By the way, this is why it's called a liquid consonant. Okay. Now let's try to pronounce the ol in a slightly different way. This time keep the tip of your tongue a little lower so it doesn't touch the alveolar ridge. The back of your tongue, on the contrary, should be a little higher. Let's try saying it. Ol, ol, ol. Have you got it? Congratulations. You've just nailed the dark L sound. Hold on. We're not done yet. Here's the tricky part. There's no strict distinction between the regular L and the dark L in American English. Instead, there are many degrees of darkness, and we do love how this sounds. The darkness of the L depends on its position in a word and is adjusted by the tip and the back of your tongue. The lower the tip of your tongue, the darker the L you get. Now, the question is, when should you and shouldn't you make your L dark? This is actually pretty simple. Always check the sound before the L. If it's one of the back vowel sounds, like in the words tool, full, gold, and fault, pronounce the darkest ol possible. The thing is, when you make the back vowel, your tongue is already pulled back, so it's easier to make the dark L. Tool, fool, gold, fault. If it's one of the central or front vowels, like in the words deal, mail, tell, or final, pronounce the ol that's slightly darker than the regular one. It's okay to gently touch your alveolar ridge. Deal, mail, tell, final. Now, what happens when there's a consonant before the L, or the L is at the beginning of a word or a syllable? Correct. In that case, pronounce your regular L sound. Play, clean, light, or look. At this point, you may wonder what's going on in the red area. This is to show you one of the most typical mistakes that people make when pronouncing the L sound. There is the L sound, also known as the soft L, which exists in several languages but doesn't exist in American English. The soft L is pronounced with the tip of your tongue curled back to your palate. And this is not how you make any of the American L sounds. Compare. Tool,
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 full,
full,
full.
full, full.
Remember, if you pronounce the soft L instead of the L sound, it'll seriously affect your American accent.
Full, full, full.
Bottom line, it's okay to always pronounce only the regular L when speaking English. You'll still sound pretty much like an American. However, you should avoid using the soft L sound, since it'll make your foreign accent stand out.
Oh, 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 oh. All right, sustain the L in these words. School, ball, hospital, file, list.
Illness, cold, milk, ailment,
helmet,
feel,
feel,
Let's start by talking about how we make the L sound. Well, this consonant is very interesting because it is pronounced differently at the beginning and at the end of a word. Look at my mouth closely and carefully and listen with all your attention to how I pronounce this sound. Then try your best to mimic the sound. L, low,
low,
low, smile, smile.
smile,
Can you tell the difference?
smile,
Okay, now I will show you how to make a perfect L sound at the beginning of a word. Follow these 3 steps. Step 1, raise the tongue until it touches the back of the upper front teeth. Step 2, let the mouth open naturally. Step 3, drop the tongue in preparation for the next vowel. L, low.
low,
Low.
low,
So what about L when standing at the end of a word? Remember these 3 steps. Step 1, raise the tongue until it touches the back of the upper front teeth. Step 2, let the mouth open naturally. Step 3, make the sound. L, L. Do not drop the tongue down. Just keep it in the position and make the sound. L, smile.
smell,
Smile.
smile,
Please do not curl your tongue like this.
smile, smile,
People.
pupil,
It sounds so unnatural. It should be people. To sum up, there are 2 different positions of the L consonant when it begins the words. Follow these 3 steps. Step 1, raise the tongue until it touches the back of the upper front teeth. Step 2, let the mouth open naturally. Step 3, drop the tongue down in preparation for the next vowel. When L ends a word, remember these 2 steps. Step 1, raise the tongue until it touches the back of the upper front teeth. Step 2, let the mouth open naturally. And step 3, make the sound. Don't drop the tongue down. Just keep it in the same position and make the sound. Remember, do not drop the tongue down. Just keep it in the same position and make the sound. Now let's practice the L sound in some words. Listen carefully and repeat after me. L, link.
think,
L, link.
like,
L, link.
link,
L,
la,
like.
like,
Like.
like,
Like. Call.
call,
Call. Call.
Video hôm nay chúng ta sẽ luyện tập phát âm trong tiếng Anh. Để phát âm được âm này, chúng ta cần nâng đầu lưỡi lên và chạm nó vào vị trí phò miệng bắt đầu chuyển cong. Chúng ta đã nhắc tới vị trí này ở rất nhiều video trước đó rồi. Sau đó chúng ta sẽ thổi hơi từ bên trong cơ thể ra ngoài và chúng ta sẽ cảm nhận thấy là hơi đi vòng qua hai bên của lưỡi để ra ngoài. Đồng thời rung dây thanh quản để tạo ra âm thanh. Hừ, hừ, hừ. Xin mời các bạn nhắc lại theo mẫu. Hừ, hừ, hừ. Chúng ta sẽ đặt âm này vào các từ trong tiếng Anh để luyện tập. Learn,
learn,
learn.
learn,
Language,
language,
language.
language,
Leave,
live,
leave.
live,
Lovely,
lovely,
lovely.
lovely,
Alone,
alone,
alone.
alone,
Feel,
feel,
feel.
feel,
Help,
help,
help.
help,
English,
English,
English.
English,
Tall, tall. Well,
good, well,
well. Yellow,
yellow,
yellow.
yellow,
Một số từ sau đây sẽ có chữ cái L trong cách viết nhưng chúng ta không cần phát âm. Talk, talk. Walk, walk. Have, have. Could, could.
Don't like.
Who, who. Learn,
learn,
learn.
learn,
Language,
language,
language.
language,
Leave,
live,
leave. Lovely,
lovely,
lovely.
lovely,
Alone,
alone,
alone.
alone,
Feel,
feel,
feel.
feel,
Help,
help,
help.
help,
English,
English,
English.
English,
Tall,
tall,
tall.
tall,
Well,
well,
well.
well,
Yellow,
yellow,
yellow.
yellow,
Một số từ sau đây sẽ có chữ cái L trong cách viết nhưng chúng ta không cần phát âm. Talk,
talk,
talk.
talk,
Walk,
walk,
walk.
walk,
Have,
have,
have.
have,
Could,
could,
could.
could,
Learn,
learn,
learn.
learn,
Language,
language,
language.
language,
Leave,
live,
leave.
live,
Lovely,
lovely,
lovely.
lovely,
Alone,
alone,
alone.
alone,
Feel,
feel,
feel.
feel,
Help,
help,
help.
help,
English,
English,
English.
English,
Tall,
tall,
tall.
tall,
Well,
well,
well.
well,
Yellow,
yellow,
yellow.
yellow,
Một số từ sau đây sẽ có chữ cái L trong cách viết nhưng chúng ta không cần phát âm. Talk,
talk,
talk.
talk,
Walk,
walk,
walk.
walk,
Have,
have,
have.
have,
could,
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 learn,
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 language,
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 leave,
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 lovely,
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 alone,
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 feel,
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 help,
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 English, English,
English,
tall,
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 well,
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 yellow,
yellow,
yellow.
yellow,
Một số từ sau đây sẽ có chữ cái L trong cách viết nhưng chúng ta không cần phát âm. Talk,
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 walk,
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 have,
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 could,
could,
could.
could,
Okay, you should never trill the American R like this. Rrrr. To make the sound correctly, let's start by opening your mouth a little and slightly rounding your lips. It's very important to focus on the position of your tongue when you're making the R. Raise the front of your tongue toward the alveolar ridge behind your upper front teeth, but don't touch it. By the way, if you don't know what the alveolar ridge is, that's where the pointer is right now. Next, curl back the tip of your tongue. Now, slightly lower the center of your tongue and raise its back. Your tongue should be tensed. Remember, the tip of your tongue should be curled back and it should never touch the alveolar ridge behind your upper front teeth. Let's try saying it. R, 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 r.
Now, feel the strongly vibrating R on the hard palate. Reporter, running, radio, waitress, photographer.
Regular,
regular,
carrying,
carry,
red,
red,
refrigerator, raining.
raining, raining.
Now we come to the R sound. Look at my mouth carefully and listen with all your attention to how I pronounce this sound. Then try your best to mimic the sound. R,
Ra,
R,
ra,
R.
ra.
This is the most challenging consonant in English. To make this sound, you need to do these 3 following steps. Step 1, form the lips into a tight circle like this. The mouth comes forward. Step 2. Raise the tip of the tongue and curl it backwards just a little. At the same time, part of the sides of the tongue are up, just enough to touch the sides of the upper teeth. Step 3, drop the tip of the tongue down and make the sound. R,
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 r. There are two common mistakes when people mispronounce this sound. Firstly, their mouth doesn't come forward. So for example, this word, they would say red, while it should be red.
red,
Secondly, they curl their tongue far too much, making the consonant sound this way. Oh. So remember, curl it backwards, just a little. Do not let the tip of the tongue touch anywhere. To sum up, there are 3 steps to make a perfect R sound. Step 1, form the lips into a tight circle like this. The mouth comes forward.
R,
Step 2, raise the tip of the tongue and curl it backwards just a little. At the same time, part of the sides of the tongue are up, just enough to touch the sides of the upper teeth. Step 3, drop the tip of the tongue down and make the sound. R, r, r.
R, R,
Now let's use the R sound in some words. Listen carefully and repeat after me. R,
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 ring,
ring,
r,
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 ring,
ring,
ring, ring,
r, r, ring, r, r, rabbit,
rabbit,
r, r,
rabbit,
rabbit, r,
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 rabbit,
rabbit,
r, r, four,
far, far,
r, r,
far,
four, r, r, four.
far,
Good job.
far.
Trong video hôm nay, chúng ta sẽ luyện tập phát âm r trong tiếng Anh. Có rất nhiều người, không chỉ là người Việt Nam mà nhiều nước khác trên thế giới khi nói tiếng Anh thì họ đã phát âm r quá mạnh. Red, right now.
Right now.
Đó không phải là cách phát âm đúng, và phát âm r trong tiếng Anh nhẹ nhàng hơn rất nhiều. Để phát âm được âm này, nửa phần lưỡi phía sau của chúng ta sẽ thả lỏng. Các bạn sẽ cảm thấy hai bên lưỡi sẽ chạm nhẹ vào hai bên răng hàm. Còn đầu lưỡi phía trước thì chúng ta sẽ uốn cong về phía ngược lại. Đồng thời, rung dây thanh quản để tạo ra âm thanh. Chúng ta không cần phải chạm hay bật đầu lưỡi với vò miệng. R, r, r.
R,
Âm thanh được phát ra là do dây thanh quản ở trong cổ họng rung. Xin mời các bạn quan sát lại tôi phát âm mẫu âm này. R,
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 r.
R.
Mời các bạn nhắc lại theo mẫu. R, r, r. Tiếp theo, chúng ta sẽ luyện tập với những từ có chứa âm này trong tiếng Anh. Red,
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 ready,
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 really,
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 right,
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 road,
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 room,
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 ferry,
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 sorry,
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 wrap,
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 wrist,
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 right,
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 written,
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 wrote,
road,
wrote,
road,
ready, red,
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 ready,
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 really,
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 right,
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 road,
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 room,
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 ferry,
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 sorry,
sorry,
sorry, wrap,
wrap,
wrap, wrist,
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 right,
right, right, written,
written,
written, wrote,
road,
wrote, red,
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 ready,
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 really,
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 right,
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 road,
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 room,
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 ferry,
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 sorry,
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 wrap,
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 wrist,
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 right,
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 written,
written,
written, wrote,
road,
wrote, red,
red,
red, ready,
ready,
ready, really, really, right,
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 road,
road,
road, room,
room,
room, ferry,
ferry, ferry,
ferry, sorry,
sorry, sorry,
sorry, wrap,
wrap,
wrap, wrist,
wrist,
wrist, right,
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 written,
wrist,
written, wrote,
road,
wrote.
To make the w sound correctly, focus on the movement of your lips and the position of your tongue. First, let's learn how to move your lips. Slightly open your mouth, round your lips, and pull them into a small, tight circle. Then as you make this sound, you'll stretch your lips wide with a quick and sharp movement. W.
W.
Now let's put your tongue in the correct position for this sound. Start with your tongue in a neutral position. When making this sound, pull your tongue far back to your throat and make it tense.
W.
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 Remember, even though the w is a consonant, it's pronounced like a vowel. So you should feel the air gliding over your tongue. And of course, the w is a voice sound. So don't forget to add your voice. Let's try saying it. W.
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 W. W. W. W.
Well, to make this sound perfectly, keep in mind the following 3 steps. Step 1, form the lips into a tight circle like this. The mouth comes forward. Step 2, raise the back of the tongue until it touches
W. W. W.
the soft part called the soft palate. At the same time, the tip of the tongue is down, lightly touching behind the bottom front teeth. Step 3, make the sound w.
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 W. W. W.
Now we will practice the w sound in some words. Listen carefully and repeat after me.
W.
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 Water.
Water.
W.
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 Water.
Water.
W. W. Water. W. W. Wink.
Wink.
W. W.
W.
Wink.
Wink.
W. W. Wink.
Wink.
W. W. Why?
Why? W.
W. W. Why? W. W. Why? Listen carefully. W.
W.
Water.
Water.
W. W. Water. W. W. Water.
W.
W. W. Wink.
Wink. W.
W. W. Wink. W. W. Wink.
Wink. W.
W. W. Why?
Wink. Why?
W. W. Why? W. W. Why? W.
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 What?
Water.
What?
What? What?
What?
Water.
What?
What? What? Water.
What?
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 What? Wink.
What?
What? What?
Wink.
Wink. What? What? Wink. What? What? Why?
What?
What? What? Why? What? What? Why? What? What?
What?
Water.
What?
What? What?
What?
Water. What? What? Water.
What?
What? What? Wink.
Wink.
What? What? Wink. What? What? Wink. What? What? Why?
What?
What? What? Why? What? What? Why?
Slightly open your mouth and leave your lips in a neutral position. Now let's put your tongue in the correct position for this sound. Arch your tongue and raise it to the roof of your mouth. The tip of your tongue should be lowered behind your bottom front teeth.
C.
Remember, even though the y is a consonant,
Yeah.
it's pronounced like a vowel. So you should feel the air gliding over your tongue. Y.
Yeah.
The y is a voice sound,
Yeah.
so don't forget to add your voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, let's try saying it.
Yeah.
Y,
Yeah.
y,
Yeah.
y,
Yeah.
y,
Yeah.
y,
Yeah.
y.
Yeah.
Now, we move on to the next sound, the y sound.
Yeah.
First,
Yeah.
look at my mouth very closely and carefully, and listen with all your attention to how I pronounce this sound. Then, try your best to mimic me. Okay? Now the sound y, y,
Yeah.
y.
Yeah.
Now, to make this sound correctly, you need to remember the following 3 steps. Okay? Now, step 1, open your mouth naturally. Step 2, raise the sides of the tongue, pressing against the sides of the upper teeth.
Yeah.
The tip of the tongue
Yeah.
comes down and lightly touches the bottom front
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, step 3. Then you drop your jaw down
Yeah.
and make the sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have noticed that many of my students mispronounce this sound as j. Now, remember that in this sound, your mouth is not tense and rounded. It is relaxed. Open your mouth naturally, like this. Secondly, notice, don't move your jaw forward like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, the jaw drops, it does not move forward. It drops down like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so remember that y is a voiced consonant. So there isn't a puff of air tapping on your palm. Okay, so now put your hand in front of your face and check the sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay? To sum up, there are 3 steps to make a perfect y sound. Step 1, open your mouth naturally. Step 2, raise the sides of the tongue, pressing against the sides of the upper teeth. The tip of the tongue comes down and lightly touches the bottom front teeth. And step 3, drop the jaw down and make the sound. Yeah. 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 Now, we're going to practice. Yeah. Now, we're going to practice some example words for this sound. Okay? Listen carefully and repeat after me. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yawn.
Yawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn.
Now I hope you weren't yawning as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn.
Now I hope you weren't yawning as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yawn.
Yawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yawn.
Yes.
Now I hope you weren't yawning as well.